You know, ever since I came back to the truly Bedrock server, I feel like something is missing. Something in my data cells is just not there. I feel as if I've skipped through time. I really do. I feel as if I have just skipped an entire month or so of information, and I don't know where all of that time went. I don't know why my data stores here in my robo-suit does not have that information. My memory has been wiped for the past month and a half for truly Bedrock. I'm gonna have to do some serious data analysis on my memory chips because something is not right here, and I feel traces of what was happening over the past month and a half, but really nothing concrete. So what I'm going to do is, over the course of my sleep cycle, I'm going to start running data analysis. I'm going to try and figure out what happened. Where was I for a month and a half? What was going on even? And why am I put back here in this time? With so much time being passed. I've missed so much here on the server. There's a lot of things that we need to get to the bottom of, but we will have to do that later because right now it is daytime. It is not time for sleep, and that means that we need to get to work. So, you guys will remember back in episode 3 of the Truly Bedrock series, we created a double mob spawner, and that mob spawner is over here in our jungle, and it consists of a skeleton and zombie spawner. And when I left you guys off, it was not the prettiest thing in the world, and well, it's gotten even uglier. This is a atrocious mess that we are going to try and fix and clean up today. The issue is, every time that I had this area fixed, either the Trident Killers would break, or my sorting system would break, or something would break down here, and I would just end up with a mess. And this is now what we are left with. What is shooting me? What shot me? I think it was them over there. I think they were shooting me as they were falling. But anyway, this is our mess. We have our old Trident Killer with some hoppers going out into a sorting system. This sorting system still works, but all of the stuff is not being deleted because I removed the lava. And basically, I just need to rework this entire area. I need to get a new Trident Killer in, I need to get a new sorting system in, and then I also need to pretty this area up. So a lot of work needs to be done, but first and foremost, we're going to have to tear things up before they get better. So I am just going to start out by ripping everything that we don't need anymore out of here. I already have the spawner blocked off with a piece of cobblestone up there, but I'm probably going to take it a step further here in just a minute and go and light up those spawners, although it is going to be very dangerous because I don't think that there's anybody on the server at the moment, so I have the entire mob kept to myself, which is a bit of a problem. I don't have any torches. I really need to light up that area back there. I also worked my chest, my ender chest over here, and I have organized all of my stuff again, so getting out torches and stuff like that is going to be much easier now. There we go. Go ahead, fill that in. Go ahead, get rid of this glass. Go ahead and pick all this stuff up. Our bones chest has some bones in it, but it's not quite full yet. And then we'll remove these comparators and torches. And I really just need to find a place to put all of these bows that have made their way into my inventory. And probably that trident too. We can actually reuse that trident. I'll need a couple of those anyway. So, okay, I'm going to continue digging out this area. I'm going to pick up all the stuff that we don't need and, yeah, just get us a bigger area to work with here. So I'll bring you guys back in just a minute. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back and it is already looking a lot better in here. I've cleaned up the floor, I've removed all of the old stuff that we had in here, all of the old mechanics, and I'm currently in the process of replacing them with some new features for this farm. So let's go ahead and let's walk you through what I did. First and foremost, I just cleaned up the area by removing all of the stone and granite and stuff like that and just adding in some nice stone bricks. I'll probably decorate this out with some concrete and stuff like that a little bit later just to make it look a little bit nicer in here, but for right now, the stone bricks are doing a decent enough job. Over here, I replaced all of the stone walls of this tube with some glass. That way you can see the farm actually working. I think that that's a nice little feature there. The window I have made into just one panel here instead of having it open at one point and also only having it come up half the wall. I just kind of lowered it and then boxed it in here. So that's a nicer looking window. And then over here, I am currently trying to get in a brand new Trident Killer. Now, I am following Silent Whisper's design that is on YouTube. I'm not going to try and design one myself because, well, let's be honest. In a week or so, it's going to break anyway because that's how Bedrock works. So I'm going to use Silent's design and hopefully it doesn't break too quickly and Silent's design will be around for a little while. That would be absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'm going to use Silent's design here. I'm going to just copy it over here. And theoretically, what will happen is mobs will come into here. They'll fall into the Trident Killer. I'll flip a switch and then I'll gain all of the XP and the drops from the mobs whenever they die by the Tridents. Now, past that, this down here where this dropper is actually where our items are going to exit. Well, I guess technically here, because there's going to be some coming from a water stream and then some coming from the dropper as well. But anyway, all of our items are going to end up here, and I want to be able to sort out the bones that we get from this farm. And the reason for that is if we ever want to do automatic farms or anything like that in the future, this is going to be huge. Having a good supply of bones would be amazing. I would also like to sort out bows, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that because of the different damage values that they have. So that's probably not going to happen. And I'll probably just, I don't know. I may set up a way for me to save some of the bows, but trash others. I don't know. I don't know how to separate bows out from this system while trashing everything else. That is the main issue that we are facing here. But anyway, that is the general idea of this room right now. I'm probably going to have to expand it out in that direction just a bit so that we have room for a storage system. Things are going to get cramped in here very quickly once we get this Trident Killer in. And yeah, that's basically where we're at right now. Anyway, I'm going to continue working here. I'm going to get in this Trident Killer and I'll bring you guys back in just a minute. We got some things gathering up there, don't we? You guys are having a party. Anyway, I'll bring you guys back in just a minute whenever I have some more work done. Alrighty, ladies and gents, we are back, and I now have Silent's Trident Killer here in the world, and it is working like a charm. If I go ahead and flick this lever over here, you'll see that the Tridents are moving around in the center of these pistons, and if there was a mob in there, it would be taking damage until its drops and its XP ended up down here in this water stream. So absolutely perfect. This system is working great. The only big problem with it is bulky. This thing takes up all of the room in this area, but that's okay. We can expand this room out a little bit later just to make it look a little bit better and not so crowded in here. But for right now, what I'm trying to set up is a sorting system. I want to sort out or filter out the bones that we get from the skeletons and have them come into a double chest. That way I have some bones for if I ever need to set up an automatic farm or anything like that. I have a supply of bones pretty much at all times. So I want to set those, or I guess sort those out. And then everything else, I think I just want to be dispensed into lava. I don't particularly need anything else. I would like to save the bows, but I haven't figured out a good way to sort those out yet. So yeah, that's kind of a issue that I don't want to deal with. I guess I could theoretically sort absolutely everything else out and have them go into lava or something like that. So I could sort out rotten flesh, I could sort out arrows, I could sort out anything like that, and I could just have them go into lava, and then I could have at the very end a bow section that just held bows. I don't know that that's worth it though, to be honest with you. I really don't. require us to set up one item filter for bones, one item filter for arrows, one item filter for rotten flesh, which I really don't need any of, but I mean, I guess I could save the rotten flesh though and use them for trading with villagers. So maybe setting up a full-fledged storage system down here isn't the worst idea. This sounds like a lot of work, ladies and gentlemen. As I'm sitting here and I'm talking about it, I feel like it may actually be worth it to go ahead and sort out every single item that we get from this system. I guess the only things that wouldn't be sorted would be bows and then like rare drops from zombies. So potatoes, carrots, iron ingots, things like that. Man, okay, so we're going to need at least 3 more, or we're going to need at least 2 more of these sorting systems that we're putting in. We got a little bit of mining, and of course I have the worst possible place to actually do this, right on top of obsidian, so it is taking me forever to mine all of this stuff out. But basically, I'm going to have the exact same setup. I'm going to have hoppers coming across here, and then a hopper going into a chest with an item filter on it, which I have a little special item here, hashtag spruce is better, in these hoppers that will act as our filter. I think that that's all that we need. I just need to get all the hoppers and chests in, which I don't know that I have enough iron to do so. We're going to have to do a bit of smelting. That's okay. I'm going to get to work here, and I will bring you guys back in just a minute. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the belly of the beast. That made it sound a lot more intimidating than it actually is. We're here in the belly of our sorting system that we are setting up. We got some redstonage to do today, ladies and gentlemen, so let me show you guys what we are working with. Now, this is a sorting system that is very similar to what we use in Java Edition to make sorting systems, but this one works in Bedrock Edition, which is what Truly Bedrock runs on. You guys, I'm sure you guys understood that, like Truly Bedrock, Bedrock Edition. Look, I'm over here explaining the name to you guys. Check that out. Anyway, so this is a very similar setup to a sorting system that is in Java, and this is a sorting system that Prowl actually showed me. I don't know if Prowl's the one that came up with this design, but he showed me this design. So I'm giving Prowl credit. Thanks, Prowl, for letting me invade your storage system so that I can see this circuit. So basically what's happening here is we have the exact same system as we would have in Java. We have items moving across these top hoppers into your end chest over here, but along the way, you have these filter hoppers that are set up down here, and these filter hoppers are set up with 41 bones and then hashtag spruce is better. Actually, any renamed block can fill into these slots. They're just placeholder blocks. But this is the key. You need to have 41 bones, 41 of whatever item you are sorting, put into this slot. Below that, we have the locking hopper. This hopper, let's see, can I access that? This hopper right here just is a lock hopper. Basically what it does is it allows items to flow through if there are more than 41 in this hopper. So if this changes to 42, then this hopper unlocks, lets items flow through, and then the second that this comes back down to 41, then that hopper locks and doesn't let anything flow through again. So it's basically a fail-safe for your system to make sure that you don't empty out this filter. Around the back, the circuitry is very simple. You have a comparator coming out of your filter hopper up here, going into a regular block with a bit of redstone on top, into another bit of redstone that is on a glass block. Then it steps down by 1 into a bit of redstone. Then we have ourselves a redstone torch on the side of a block right here, going into a comparator that actually locks your hopper back here. That locks your locking hopper. So very simple circuit, very similar to what Java Edition has, but just different enough that it's different. Just different enough that it's different. Yeah, that makes sense. Of course it does. So, and it's also tileable, which I also love. That's another thing that we use all the time in Java Edition. So go ahead, throw that there, and then we'll get ourselves a bit of glass. And then it's just a matter of bada bing, bada bing, bada bing, like so. And then get ourselves a redstone torch like so. And then another comparator like so. And bada bing, bada boom, we have another section set up. I just need to get in whatever item we want to filter. I think I'll do this one as arrows, but I'll also have to get some more temporary blocks because I only made so much hashtag spruce is better. So yeah, that's a real issue that I'm having here. Also, I think I deleted all of my arrows, so that's another problem that we're gonna have to face. I may have some in my mob drops shulker box. Let's see. Do I have enough in my mob drop shulker box? I have none. That is a problem. Okay, I'm gonna head back up to the top. I just wanted to show you guys this circuitry, but I need to go get some, actually, I can make an anvil down here. Can I make an, I can make an anvil down here. What am I doing? I don't even have to go to the surface. The surface is for losers anyway. So, like that, and you know what, just do this. 1, 2, 3, bada bing, bada boom, remove those, and then bada bing, bada boom, get myself an anvil, nice, and now I can rename blocks while I'm down here. And of course, we're going to use the nasty looking granite. We could use andesite, but it really doesn't matter. Or not andesite, diorite. Diorite's an ugly looking block as well. You know what, we'll use that. Let's do hashtag spruce is better. Perfect. Nice. Okay, now all I need to do is get in the arrows that I need for this system. Yeah, I don't have arrows. I think I may actually have to turn this system on preemptively just so that I can get the materials that I need, because I don't have rotten flesh either. I don't think I have a stack's worth of rotten flesh just laying around. Yeah, we're gonna have to bust into this guy and remove those torches. Okay, I tell you what, I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to get all of this set up, get it all working, get it all good, and I will bring you guys back in just a minute. That should still lock, right? Yeah, check that out. Look at me being all smart and stuff. I find it funny that I started out this project wanting to clean up the mess that I had down here at the double spawner, and I feel like I had good intentions. I do. I feel like I had good intentions to clean up this area and make it look better, and things just kind of spiraled out of control. So we don't have anything that looks any better aesthetically, but we do have something that works now, and I would argue works better than it did before. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we have. First and foremost, I still want to be able to get XP from this farm in order to repair tools and stuff like that. While it's not the fastest, most efficient farm in the world, it's still one that is by my base, and I can just kind of AFK at while I'm doing other things. So this is fine, this is perfect, I like this. But in order to get the XP around to myself, I had to reroute the water from going straight to kind of coming around the edge here. And the reason for that is if I'm not close enough to these two spawners, then they are not active. So this is where I have to stand in order for both spawners to be active, as well as get the XP out of this system through the water stream, bringing it over to me. So it's kind of weird, it's kind of funny, but it works. And that's all that really matters at this point, right? Is that it works. We have two hoppers that are set up down here underneath the water stream that are catching all of the items. So let's go ahead and head around and let's see what the item system looks like. Kapow! Once again, very ugly, but it works. But it works. We have all of our hoppers set up with our item filters in them, and we also have all of our circuitry going out the back with all of our chests sorting items absolutely perfectly. We have ourselves some bones at the back, we have some rotten flesh here, and then we have ourselves some arrows right here in this chest. And if we were to AFK here long enough, all of those chests would fill up, and anything that is not those three items ends up right here in this large chest. So, mission successful? Kind of? This place is ugly. I'm not going to lie to you guys about that. This place is ugly, and it did not get better aesthetically, but it works. But it works, you know what I mean? So, oh man. I do need to do some cleaning up, and I may do that and show you guys that in another episode, in another video, but I've been working on this thing for hours now, and I am ready to call it quits for today. I will aesthetically clean this up and show you guys it in another video. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me today. I do hope that you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like on the video, as well as if you're new around here, be sure to subscribe. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a great day.